You're listening to the All Elite Podcast, your favorite AEW fan podcast for in-depth analysis and discussions about the number one growing brand in professional wrestling today, All Elite Wrestling. This podcast is broadcasted live on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch on behalf of the No Holds Barred Network. The network is your source for wrestling interviews and podcast content featuring independent wrestling and AEW. Also, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So sit back, relax, and interact in the live chat. Enjoy the show.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the All Elite Podcast right here on the No Holds Barred Network, your source for all wrestling podcast content and more. I am your host, as always. I am your self-proclaimed greatest host, the Canadian God, Kyle Masters, and I'm always joined by my co-host. She's the EVP Giggles, the Heartbreak Chick, the Queen of the Indies, the Lady of the Light Tubes herself, and returning to AEP, Tiffany. Hello.
It's been like forever. Damn, why am I so blurry on your end?
That's why I asked during the thing. I'm like, is it focusing? Because I don't know why it's blurry.
I'm so crystal clear on my Zoom account right now, and then it's like whenever you pull me, I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm so crystal on like my Zoom.
I don't know. Things. That's why. Things.
Anyway.
It's all right.
Anyway.
People don't need to see our ugly ass mugs. They just want to hear us. So they probably just
just
want to like minimize us. You know, just keep us minimized and you guys can I'll just hear you.
Yeah, just cover Kyle's face so you can look at my pretty,
right.
messed up face.
Actually, I'm not impressed. I tried to switch my webcam around with the other one I had in the room, and this one I come through smoother, but it's so like I know I'm so picky with this shit. I might actually switch and go back to the old one. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the All Elite Podcast. So where myself and Tiffany talk about everything in that AEW world. That includes BTE. That includes Dark Elevation, which is happening right after the podcast. Dark Elevation happening at 7 p.m. tonight because we're doing this live at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Dark's tomorrow. Dynamite is now being referred to as Friday Night Dynamite for the time being for the NBA playoffs.
Oh, wait, it's on Friday this week?
Again, and then...
It's not on Wednesday?
No, it's on Friday again, so we're probably going to be doing another Monday podcast.
I didn't even know. I'm so messed up with this move.
And then
I'm like,
I don't know about next week, but I know the week after, it's a Saturday Night Dynamite, which is interesting. Like, are we supposed to have like dynamite parties or like Saturday night? Woo! I mean, not up here yet because we're still it's a little behind on stuff, but I imagine in the normal areas of the states they'd be like, yeah, Saturday Night Dynamite, get drunk, get crunk, watch some wrestling,
Goodness. I can't.
But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome if you're new here, if you're a new listener, if you're a new watcher. Welcome to the podcast, and as you can see, actually in the top corner right here, see the old beautiful middle Manscaped logo, and that's because, ladies and gentlemen, it's now official. It's made official on the weekend. We got the email. We are now official. The trial run. So obviously, I want to thank all you fans out there because if it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't have happened. The trial run was a success. We are now officially partnered full time with Manscaped. Which is going to be great. So we're going to have some new products to offer you guys, maybe some more promo codes. I know the current promo code is still working. AEP Shave saves you 20% at checkout and gets you free shipping. But we're going to do some more stuff. Maybe me and Tiff will make a new commercial. We're still going to have the audio commercial that you guys all enjoy from our friends, the 5 Second Rule podcast. That is going to continue to be played here. I might have to talk to Anthony on making us a new commercial. Might have to get a new one done. But yes, we are officially partnered with Manscaped. Congratulations, I guess, to us, Tiff. And you know what? Again, I like to thank God. You know.
Oh Lord.
For that, and I like to thank. I'm not gonna pull Miro and be like, I thank. Or what did he say? He's like, also like to thank my wife for being so hot. I'm like, Miro, what are you doing?
Hey, she's hot.
That was hilarious. Yeah, it was so. I wasn't expecting him to say that. I was just like, okay. I mean, he's right, but like, okay. But anyways, yeah, officially sponsored with Manscaped. Some big podcast news. We're very excited for that. Hopefully, it means bigger and better things in the future, which I imagine they will here on the podcast. Another big thing, as you can see in the live chat there, Kimmy Talks Wrestling. Kimmy Talks Wrestling is actually joining the No Holds Barred network. So we got a new podcast on the network. She's going to be covering a lot of WWE stuff. She's going to give you guys your Raw reviews. She's very unique. So Kimmy is, we signed her to the network. She's a very, very unique podcaster. She's very unique with her reviews, and we think it was a good fit for our network. So we signed her. She's going to do a lot of the WWE reviews. She's going to be doing Impact reviews for us as well. She's going to stick to her YouTube channel with all the ROH stuff she's doing. But it's going to be great. And she does her little Dynamite takes as well. So guys, make sure you check it out when she guys are going to debut tomorrow with the Raw review. So go to the No Holds Barred Network support. You're going to be able to watch the video, and we're converting her little mini, I guess you can call them mini podcasts, to audio. So they'll be available on audio for all you audio listeners as well on the No Holds Barred Network. So unique, what a word. Yes, Kimmy, you're unique. Unique New York. Unique New York.
Oh God, now you're around two New Yorkers.
New Yorkers. Yeah, I'm walking here. Hot dogs. The dog. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. And welcome back, Tiff.
I know.
I've had like a rotating door. And
it's been, so thank you guys that took my place for Double or Nothing, the predictions and the review and all that.
So, I mean, we didn't really get to hear it, Tiff. How did you like Double or Nothing?
I liked it. I thought it was good. I mean, I was already like all stressed out because it's been moving, and so I feel like I couldn't have enjoyed it as much as I would have liked it to, because I was just so stressed out with everything. So try to like watch it and try to get things not spoiled for me. So, and then because I was in Jersey and I was covering indie stuff and in the move, so I've been crazy. So today's like really like the first day that I was able to sit and relax and catch up on Dynamite. I was watching last night, but I tell you one thing though, after another crazy weekend, Kyle, of deathmatch wrestling, and then to go to Dynamite.
So you went to JCW, I think it was called, right?
It was GCW. GCW owns JCW, and then Hybrid.
Okay, so you were there for the Nick Cage match? Because we got asked that question just now in the live chat.
Nick Cage. I wasn't there Sunday, but I did see that Matt Cardona showed up. Of course, he didn't show up when I was there, because there was JCW the TOS was on Saturday, and then a regular GCW was on Sunday. So Nick Gage called out Matt Cardona Saturday.
Yeah, on Twitter, I think it was.
And then showed up on Sunday. So I wasn't there for the Sunday show because I had to go to a birthday party. But
party. I think the real story behind that was the how he did it, because he kind of trolled everybody at GCW, because he came out in that like hooded figure. He was doing the Moxley aneurysms, like the shoulder thing, and he does the paradigm shift. He
was being one of the G Ravers guys. So Ravers guys haven't watched the episode, go watch the Under the Ropes episodes with G Raver. But it's funny, like we watched this, and I don't know like when Moxley's gonna show up again, because a couple of months ago, Moxley showed up for Nick Gage for the championship belt. And this is like this, they've wrestled plenty before, but like now, like the titles on Nick Gage, and he was injured for a while. And then like now we have like Moxley back. So it's like, okay, when are we getting John Moxley versus Nick Gage?
So that's officially coming. And we know that's happening.
I hope it's in New Jersey. I really do, because I will be there with bells on. I'm ready. The combo of the Under the Ropes and the AEW podcast that we do over here is like, let's go.
You hear me wearing bells. You're wearing like jingle bells, like, like
yes,
just shaking them around.
Mm-hmm. Kyle, I got so much shit for all the fucking wrestlers at GCW and JCW. It would have been funny. I don't know if you saw the clip of me and one of the wrestlers were giving each other the stare down.
I do apologize for not watching as many clips as I have. I've been actually really busy. This was probably one of my busiest weekends I've had in a long time because I really wanted to take this weekend to relax. I did get some relaxing in, but like I was just packed with like content creating and just doing a lot of other stuff. Like I had to do a lot of housework this weekend that need to get done. Like, when you see something in your house that you're like, like a chore or something that you're like, hey, that's going to be done. And you just kind of forget about it every weekend. You're like, okay, I'm going to do it this weekend. And then the weekend passes and you're like, shit, I didn't do it. Okay, there's like a few things. And I'm like, I said, fuck relaxing for a bit, Kyle, just do it. And of course, this ended up being like the hottest weekend of the year so far.
God, it was so
and I had to do a couple of things outside too.
My God, it was so fucking hot.
Oh, man. I was baking like a Thanksgiving Day turkey, baby. It was just so hot outside. It was hot. I was sweating my balls off. But it's a good thing that I use Manscaped, okay? My balls look like Stone Cold Steve Austin's bald head, baby. Anywho, Rihu.
Okay, all right. Let's get into some news, some BTE, some Dynamite.
News? I thought I seen... Khan was on Busted Open, but I don't remember what exactly he said. I know it wasn't that important because I don't remember it.
Okay, so it's not important. So we're going to move on to BTE then.
BTE this week.
Oh my God.
Quick, but it was funny. Quick, but it was funny.
Kyle, and I was like, this shit is funny.
So I actually watched it like 2 hours ago. So like I had to fit everything in today after work. So yeah, it's kind of fresh in my mind. I did like the whole intro with BT this week with the Young Bucks and Cutler. So basically, if you guys don't know, you don't watch BT. There's a lot of stuff that happens on BT that happens prior to the last Dynamite and stuff that'll happen for the next Dynamite, which we got to see at the beginning and end of this. So for prior to the Dynamite, the intro, that was BT. So it was the Young Bucks confronting Cutler and saying, like we have this match with Pac and Pentagon. We need you to, help us win. Like basically telling Cutler to cheat, and Cutler doesn't want to cheat. He's saying, and then he's like, I'm not cleared. And then Matt like pretends to text Doc Samson, like, here, Doc Samson, you're cleared.
Oh my God, that was so funny. He like flips the phone up. He's like, okay, you're cleared. Like, that shit was funny.
And the Young Bucks are the whole threats though. You know what this was about though. We know why they're doing the whole. I'm just gonna threat you out of nowhere, and you're not gonna have any money anymore. There was. Clearly, I mean, Cutler mentioned it a little bit. It was a clear shot to the sudden releases. So they're kind of threatening Brendan, like we might, you and your 36 payments, new 2,500 square feet house.
30 years. Yeah, the 30 year. How long is that? How long is the payment? 30 years. That's a long time to be like, if you lose your job. I love how I mean, I know I don't really like it, but I kind of laughed when they were like, like the other company, like WWE, doing like firing people. Like there had to be that little shot of it.
That is a shame though. Like you can imagine like being one of those people getting a text message and saying like, yeah, by the way, budget cuts. You can't be here anymore.
Yeah.
Budget cuts from $1 billion company. That's got to be like the worst thing. That's got to be like the worst text message you can ever get. That's worse than like a girl ghosting you or a boy ghosting you. Is getting a text message from $1 billion company saying we're cutting you because of budget cuts.
It's fucked up because it's like so unprofessional, right? Because that wouldn't freaking fly, right? But yet, if you're working a job and you want to quit, you're supposed to give 2 weeks notice, but they'll fire you like, oh, you're fired.
Yeah.
Where's my 2 week notice to be fired?
That's even worse too, Tiff. That's like breaking up with someone over text.
Listen, it's not you. It's me.
It's not you. It's us. Apparently we're
really you.
we're being cheap and we're saving money because this is obviously leading to a sale of that company. But yeah, Young Bucks threatening Cutler like, it's just a shame if that contract just went away.
I love the footage like after the fact of in the ring and to see it from Brandon Cutler's perspective. I did good, right? Like, and then Matt's like, yeah, you did good.
Yeah, we got the Cutler footage of like, see, I seen that on Dynamite of like Cutler hitting the camera on Pac. And I'm like, oh my God, we're gonna see that on BT. I guarantee we're gonna see like the actual footage of him hitting it. We got it, and oh man, it was great.
That's what I'm saying. That was like the best thing, and that's why me and Kyle was about the Cutler footage.
And poor Ryan Nemeth, is it Ryan?
Yeah,
it's Ryan Nemeth. Yeah, Nick Nemeth is Ziggler. Ryan Nemeth, man, no one knows. Every time he does these Hollywood trivia things, no one knows it's him. It's always the answer is always supposed to be him, but everyone guesses different. He had Chuck Taylor and.
Damn it, Chuck Taylor.
Poor Ryan Nemeth, man. This guy seems like he's in a lot of shit and just no one cares.
Oh, God.
The BT belts, we have more of these segments. I guess there's a big plug for
that game was cool though.
The new TBS show.
The game, the box with balls. Like I feel like that's a cool. Like you get a couple of drinks in and
The Cube coming soon to TBS with Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade.
Kyle, like when your border opens or whatever like that, we see each other. We should play
my
that.
border.
Put it up on the Patreon.
Yeah,
Speaking of the Patreon, we gotta. Okay, anyway, it just reminded me. So anyway, you gotta order. Okay, anyway.
Anyways.
Yeah, you know what, Bert? I can't get into him either. Like I don't know. I feel like there's a bunch of people that I just can't get into with AEW. But it's okay because every time that I feel that way about somebody, something pulls me towards them. It just takes a little bit of time. So I'm gonna hope that Ryan wins my heart.
Poor guy. Anyways, there's a number one contenders match for the BT belt. Marco and Luchasaurus. They basically had to take little balls with one hand and put it into the big box in the fastest one. And Marco was just like lightning fast.
Yeah.
The one mini, like we had like a mini segment with Silver. Like it's very like 4-5 seconds long. Where like you just have the wingman who is Nemeth, Avalon, Benoni,
JD Drake,
and JD Drake, and they're all just like sitting there chilling, and then like Silver is just sitting there chilling. They're like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "I'm living."
I love JD.
I'm
Drake.
living, and they're like, "Oh,
him.
Okay."
Can they sign JD Drake, please?
I imagine it will. Again, like we've seen that was the other bit of news. Like they did sign a couple of people from Dark, which they will be probably imagining in the next month or two. We'll probably see a lot more because of
like
Rampage and stuff.
Yeah, probably
Danny Limelight for sure is going to get signed. JD Drake, they did do the tag team there, the Bear Country.
Yeah.
A lot of people that have been really like sticking out on Dark and Elevation are going to be signed 100%. So it's going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Silver and Reynolds had like the recruiting thing. This was funny because this led into the rest of the Dark Order.
Oh my God, I can't. That was funny.
So like they're back to recruiting because they haven't recruited in a while. And then they're like, we're going to recruit the next person that walks around that corner. And it was fucking Billy Gunn. They try to convince him to join a Dark Order. They like run down all his gimmicks. They're like, oh, you can be this guy. You can do the gun with Bart Gunn. You can go to that gimmick, or you can do the ass man. It was great. And Billy's like, I'll think about it.
Damn, that's crazy though.
Yeah. Nick's trick shot was actually pretty impressive. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh yes, and I love like his face. Did he like dye his hair because it looks like a lot different?
You haven't noticed that?
I knew the beard. No, the beard I noticed.
No, he dyed his hair.
It's so weird.
I mentioned this on the review. I was like, he looked like Michael Hayes for a second. And then he started doing the macho. I'm like, okay, he kind of looks like macho. But yeah, he dyed his hair.
Like when you see it, then that's when you really see like him and Matt look alike.
Oh yeah, they both have the same beard now.
It's just like you just see it more. Like you can tell that they were brothers, but it looks more like you see it more now.
In a way, this is kind of like, it's a throwback to because in New Japan they had like the same sideburns. Remember when they were in New Japan, they used to rock the same sideburns together and wear the same headband. So this is kind of, in a way, it's almost like a tribute to when they were heels in New Japan. Now they're heels here, and they're kind of looking the same, except Nick's went and dyed his hair for whatever reason.
Oh, weird though.
Why do I feel like it was a mistake, and they just rolled with it?
Because you're not really supposed to dye your hair.
Because they haven't mentioned it on BT, right? They didn't mention it on Dynamite. They didn't mention it at all. So it makes me think like he just went to dye his hair, and they thought it was the right color, and ended up being the wrong color.
And they're just like, you're not supposed to dye it like that quickly. It's so bad for your hair.
Yeah. So, and the Dark Order segment in the lair was.
Oh my God, that was the best.
I mean, they're preparing Uno for Miro, and they're all doing the game over, practicing on him. Cold's magic trick was hilarious.
Stimulation. I was like, yo,
tickles by 10. He's like, oh, I'm very ticklish. And everyone grabs a hold, and then Billy Gunn walks in and says,
"Oh my God, I'm not doing this again. No,
I've been there. Where have you been, Billy? Where have you been?"
I'm done.
Hey, Conrad,
hey, Conrad, what's going on? Oh my God, but I love the end with Matt and Nick who are talking to Brandon, and then freaking Ray Phoenix like walks, and then they're like, what the? Oh, did he just walk right in front of us? And then the BTE trigger, and I was like, yo.
So I was
like, this is hilarious.
This was why it was Penta and Pac on Dynamite.
Yeah.
So this is why you guys have to watch BTE because shit happens.
No, but this was good. But they brought that up actually on the Dynamite on Friday that they had said like, oh, you know, whatever.
Ray Phoenix got taken out backstage.
Yeah.
Like,
Dark Order does need gold. Like I am waiting for that day that you see the whole Dark Order with gold.
It's
like,
either going to be.
I thought we were going to see that with the Inner Circle, Kyle, but I feel like it needs to go on Dark Order. Well, everybody.
As said in Cody's presser before Double or Nothing, he did hint again at Trios titles, and he's like, he mentioned verbatim, he was like, you know, people keep asking about why we have all these factions. And he's like, hint about, you know, about the Trios title. So it's coming. The Trios titles are coming. AEW is going to have Trios titles.
Yeah.
I'd figure like your runner-ups to win to be your first champions are either going to be Dark Order. I can see like Death Triangle being their first champions. They're a really popular Trios team.
For that.
Yeah. I would love if, I mean, we're going to get to it when we talk about Dynamite. I would love if, imagine like Andrade joined the Death Triangle. Like that would be a sick freaking team. Anyways, but I want him to have matches with all three of them. So maybe wait until after that.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yeah. We'll talk about Dynamite now.
Put the main belt on Pac. Oh my god! And then oh my god, I'm getting excited. Okay, let's move on to Dynamite
because we can't talk about. We can't really talk. Well, no, I mean I don't really remember the stuff from last week, but Elevation tonight's going to be stacked. Okay. I did tweet it out earlier. Let me just pull it up quickly here. God, my face is really bright.
Phil says first trio should be Jurassic Express. I feel like that would make a lot of fans happy, but me like the Pac and Phoenix and what's it called, Penta, just so damn good in the ring.
It would
like
just
that.
Look,
I feel like that would be like the more believable.
Look wise, it would look dope.
I feel like that. But fan wise, like the fans would lose their freaking shit for Jurassic Express.
So tonight though, we got actually Limelight and Uno going 1-on-1. Shida and Diamante, The Acclaimed against Reynolds and 5, and JD Drake and Ryan Nemeth are going to take on the Varsity Blondes. So, I mean, Elevation tonight is actually looking really, really good. So I'm actually going to catch that
JD
tomorrow.
Drake.
Yeah.
I love him.
It's your boy.
I love JD. That is my boy. It's like another one, like how I felt like about Darby, like when like first Darby signed, and I was like, Kyle, you're gonna love this guy. That's how I feel about JD Drake. I'm like, oh, he's so freaking good.
So Tiffany.
Yes.
Dynamite.
Dynamite.
Okay, so this wasn't our best episode.
I was like mentally in and out of this episode, to be honest with you.
I think it was the time because a lot of people were like that. I think the viewership came out today and it wasn't that great. It was like under 500,000. That's because like you're on a Friday night at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's not really a prime time to watch wrestling. People are going to probably tune in for like the first hour-ish and then dip out. And then a lot of people are going to be like, screw it, I'll just watch Saturday morning Dynamite.
Yeah. I'm sure like, you know, a lot of people did like what I did because I wasn't around. So I wasn't. Yeah. So I'm really curious of like what the numbers are going to be on Fridays when they have the, you know, once they start the other show in August.
I'm going to laugh.
It'd be hard, especially like in the summertime, right? Because like everybody goes out. I feel like Friday night is technically date night, you know?
Yeah. So Tiffany, I kind of watched Dynamite, but I had to rewatch because, you know, it was a long day for me and it was a long night. And I decided, hey, I'll just watch it. And I couldn't pay attention. So don't laugh at me. I couldn't pay attention. So I'm like, screw it. I'll just watch it the next day. So like, in a way, viewerships, it got the effect. Okay. Anywho, other than that, I mean, Dynamite ends up. It's still a great show. Dynamite's still a great show each and every single week. We're not going to get, you know, Dynamite shows, pun intended, each and every single week here. So we're going to run into shows like this where. You know, they could have done a few things to made it a little bit better. I kind of thought like the Andrade debut was a little bit flat, especially because there's no music. Like why? And Mark Henry had no music. I'm like, how is there like no music done? Like something generic while Mikey's sitting there probably working his ass off making these theme songs. Why don't you have something generic play?
I gotta be honest with you, Kyle, because it was DVR and I was fast forwarding a lot. So I fast forward my PTSD moment.
Your snowy moment?
My snowy moment, I fast forward.
I actually don't. Do I have it set up still?
No, don't you dare. Like
okay,
I hate you.
I won't turn it on for you, maybe. We'll see when we get to talk about it. But Dynamite opened up actually pretty good. I mean, they had Young Bucks and Pac and Penta to open up the show. Were you listening to when they were coming out? like both teams, like the commentary. I noticed that the commentary team was shitting all over the Young Bucks. Like shitting all over the Young Bucks. Like absolutely like not to a point where like, you know, like where wrestling fans shit on stuff and it's relentless. Like normal shitting on the Young Bucks. Like they are just ripping them apart. I'm like, oh, okay. This is now they're striking nerves into the commentary team. I noticed that right away.
It's the best heat.
Yeah.
Right? Like they just know how to get heat. And I love it. I love heel Young Bucks.
Yeah. And then Kazarian being known as the elite hunter.
Oh my God.
That's a shirt coming soon. Shirt's got to be coming soon.
It's how you build storylines.
It was a great match, though. I mean, Cutler assisted with the BT camera. We saw the footage in BT.
All right, can we talk about like Penta's like new like look? Because like all I got was Joker feelings going on here.
Well, yeah,
like,
that's what that outfit was. It was the Joker.
I was like, I'm not liking this. I was like don't get me wrong. I don't know.
You were right
why.
to have those feelings, Tiff. It was the Joker.
No, I know, but I was just like, no.
You don't like it?
No.
Why? That was awesome. I like it when he has gear that's like, you know, it's like when Finn Balor used to be Prince Devitt back in the day and he did all those different paints.
It just wasn't working for me. And don't get me wrong, because I love a lot of the different gears that he changes into. This was just not working for me. I was like, no, I was distracted by Joker and I was just all I kept thinking.
Oof, you might be in the small minority there. Because all I could see was love for it.
I like Batman and all that stuff. But like, I'm just saying, like, it just wasn't working for me.
Well, anyways, yeah, so he wore that. I thought that was his double or nothing outfit. I imagine he's gonna go back to his normal outfit again, starting next week. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, this match itself was great.
You couldn't expect anything less from these four.
You know what you're getting when you see these four in the ring.
Exactly. I could watch an hour match of these guys, like a straight on Iron Man match, like pretty much. Like it's that good. It doesn't matter. You always gonna get quality. It's one of those ones that they can always fight forever, and you're always gonna get a good quality match.
Oh, you said the champ. You said fight forever.
Fight forever. Oh wait, should I do the GCW? If you guys know.
I know I have my soundboard because this stupid soundboard didn't work today. Again, it only wants to work when I'm streaming, like game streaming, but it doesn't want to work when I do podcasting. But anywho, we moved on. We had the Mark Henry segment. So Mark Henry came out, and again, like. I was like, why is there no music? I mean, we knew Mark Henry's been like here for a week too. Why don't we have like generic like Dynamite or like the Dynamite theme played? You know, like just he came out to like no music, and same with like Andrade because he came out and said, you know, AEW is not broken, saying that he's here to just tighten the screws, and you know, Siobhan asked him like, are you gonna get back in the ring? And he's like. You know, he said he's got a lot left in the tank. He looks great. He's lost a lot of weight, Mark Henry. Yeah. Oh my Lord! So I can only imagine.
Smack food out of my hand.
I don't know. So Vicky came out. If there's ever someone that knows how to draw heat, it's Vicky with that voice. You know, like the boos were so loud for her, so you know that's still getting over in the heel sense with the excuse me. So she introduces Andrade. I was like, holy shit.
You know, it's funny that like nobody really expected that. Like, I was, you know, I was
the way she said it, no one understood because the crowd didn't pop until he came out.
Yeah.
So they were like, what?
Huh? Yeah. So when I was scrolling and I saw it, I was like, oh shit. I was like, you know, like we knew it was like one of those Jon Moxley, right? Like we kind of knew, but we didn't know when, and then it happened. You know, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay. So, but like the matches that we're going to get.
I'm just sitting there going like, okay, I don't want to shit on AEW, but this could have been booked a little better. This could have probably ended Dynamite. I mean, I know what they did. They ended Dynamite or not Dynamite. They ended Double or Nothing with the Stadium Stampede, right?
Yeah.
And if they had it ended with the triple threat match for the world title, and had Vicky just walk out of nowhere while Kenny was celebrating. People are like, hey, why is Vicky out here? And then she introduces Andrade just to end the pay. And that's the last thing you see on pay-per-view, just Andrade come out of the tunnel and just stare at Kenny. Right. That would have been insane.
Right.
I don't care if there's no music at that point. That's fine. But, like, he just comes out and there's no music. And I'm like, and then the crowd pops because they couldn't understand a word she just said.
Right.
And then he comes out and he cuts the promo, says like he wants to be the new face of AEW. And I'm like, okay, so he signed here and I wasn't sure. Then I saw the graphic, the actual All Elite graphic. I'm like, oh shit, he signed with this
I
company.
thought the same thing that everybody else thought. That I thought he was just there to push their match at Triple M.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what I thought. And then to like you said, like once you seen it, I was like, oh, he signed. So I don't know, but I always say this too every time that, you know, we have somebody come over from WWE, and I'm like, no, because I'm the queen of the indies. So I'm always going to push my indie side over my WWE side. But like I said, I always seem to start off that way. And then I always wind up the way that they build the characters in AEW.
Andrade's a major acquisition.
Yeah.
He's like a big name that I can't believe actually signed with the company. The news that came out saying that he actually only signed because he wanted like full control of his character, which I mean, people like freaking out about that. I'm like, hey, that's like with everybody there. So why are people freaking out? Like everybody's got full control of their character there. So like, why are people like freaking out? Like, let's calm it down a little bit. But this is a major acquisition because Andrade is a big player and he has major star potential. So, you know, I'm telling you right now, he's signed with the company. He knows that he also signed here, obviously, because he has that freedom now to go to AAA. Now I think about that AAA match, and I'm like, okay, maybe he's not even going to, because before this happening, was like, okay, so Andrade's going to go work for AAA this year. He's going to go win that belt from Kenny in August, and then maybe he comes to AEW the year after. But now that he's signed here now, I'm going, oh, maybe Kenny doesn't drop. I'm thinking Kenny doesn't drop the belt now.
Drop the belts. Yeah,
no.
I just don't. I don't know when he's going to drop it, because I still have this gut feeling that Hangman Page is the one that's going to come back, and that's.
Well, I mean the AAA belt.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but I don't think he's. I'm saying that I don't see him dropping any belts anytime soon.
No,
I just don't. I just don't.
He may drop the Impact belt. I don't know what their plans with that. I don't know how many times he's gonna. I mean, they're doing this. I mean, they're still. I'm glad they're still doing things in Impact that's involving Kenny, because now this week on Impact there's the AEW Impact Summit. Before I think there's a pay-per-view actually next weekend with Impact where he's going to face Moose, I believe so, for an AEW belt. I don't think Moose is going to win, but it's still going to be an insane match. I think if it's true, and you know, you can't really take the Slammiversary ad too seriously. If Joe does end up going to Impact, I can see a Samoa Joe taking the belt off Kenny and them having like a banger, and that's how the belt comes off, and maybe that kind of trickles. Maybe that's the first domino to fall, because you know it's not going to be the AEW belt the first domino to fall out of all his belts. It's going to be the last one. So what's going to be the first belt? I imagine it's the Impact belt, just because of Callis's partnering and their history with Impact. I imagine that as soon as the Impact belt goes, he'll have maybe
it's going to be a domino effect. It's going to happen like every match. It's going to be like that. So that's why I say I don't see him losing the belt anytime soon. I just don't.
But yeah, Andrade, you can sit here and look at everybody. You can look at the roster page for AEW and go, banger, 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 banger. Just like a bunch of people, like our friends there at RTM Wrestling. I listened to their podcast, the recent one. Shouts to them. Guys, go check them out. RTM Wrestling on Twitter. They shout us out all the time. I love these guys. They're my favorite UK podcast. Andy and Emma are the best. I talk with them all the time, and I told them, like, you know, one day when AEW does this big stadium show, and I know they're gonna be flying over, I'm like, you two, me and Tiff, obviously are gonna be there because, you know, the big show, we're gonna be there. We're all going for a drink, and we're all gonna hang out because they're amazing. They're such amazing people. But anyways, they said that they could see Andrade and Christian being a banger of a match, because they both have the same. What did they say? I can't remember it now. It's been a long day. But again, I can see that. I mean, Christian's having banger matches. Everybody, an Andrade and Christian match, a Kenny and Andrade match, a Jungle Boy and Andrade match, a Pac, Pentagon. Like, there's so many damn people that Andrade can have bangers with. So I can't wait to see what they have in store with Andrade now that he's here full time. Holy shit!
Let's do it.
Cody and Lee Johnson faced QT and Anthony Ogogo. I mean, it wasn't a bad match.
I still can't get into this.
I mean, this was basically just to get Ogogo the right rub because he lost the pay-per-view. So, you know, he knocks out Cody, gets his revenge.
I love how he knocked out Cody, though.
QT is like soaking it all in, like he did all the work and shit. And, you know, like he rubs it in JR's face. And I was just like, okay, so I understand why they did this. But, you know, it's really tough to get I can't get it.
I can't get behind the storyline.
And I don't know why they continued it after pay-per-view. I thought that would be it, but I guess they needed to get Ogogo over somehow. So hopefully now it's just they can walk away. But we'll see, because Cody has an announcement next week. Inner Circle had their you can call it their
celebration
victory lap. I don't know
why did we get a shirt?
Yeah, everyone else got a shirt there.
I feel attacked. Kyle. Like, where's my shirt?
Well, maybe they didn't make the same mistake as last time and ordered an entire truck full of shirts last year. Remember that? So maybe they ordered the right amount just for the people at the arena. But yeah, so they gave away free T-shirts. They gave big props to Sammy right in the beginning here. Like, they put him over big time, and you notice, like, Sammy's been being put over the most out of all the Inner Circle people. Like,
but he was getting that momentum before that whole shit that happened, right? Everybody was like really behind Sammy. He's really good. He's really good in the ring. He's good on the mic.
I would argue
right?
they're not as behind him as he is now. He's more people are now behind him. He was popular, but now he's gained a lot more popularity from the last couple of months. Santana calling out the FTR was sick. So it kind of just looks like it's not over between both teams, but it looks like it's going to go into everyone splitting up to face them in their own way. Right. So MJF's going to face Jericho. We've seen that in a couple of weeks. It's going to be Wardlow and Hager and an MMA style match. I'm not sure how that's going to go down. FTR and Santana Ortiz are going to have like a blood feud going on, and then Shawn Spears and Sammy Guevara are going to go down. So, you know, they're all. It's basically not over between these two teams, but in a way that they're all going to have their own individual matches.
Right.
So, and then Jericho cut a really good promo to end it. So this was, I thought this was pretty good.
Wrong with that. I want Sammy to be, you know, I would love Sammy to beat Miro for the TNT title. I've been saying this for a while. Like, I just see belts, like, I see gold on people. I know, like, it's that time, you know, for it to happen, but I'm put a belt. I want a lot of belts on a lot of people.
I can see Miro hanging on to that belt maybe until closer to Full Gear. I'd say Full Gear. Maybe he has his big match with Sammy. Sammy just has a big summer, has a good all-out match, and then Full Gear, you set him up with the TNT belt, and then he takes it off Miro. That's my guess.
I'd be down for that. That'd be good.
Best Friends had a backstage segment calling out Kenny and Don for cheating, and then they switched to like Don and Kenny in like this the producer area, and they're editing and then pointing out like there's a conspiracy to screw Kenny Omega. And the part where they were singing Jungle Boy's theme song got me.
Oh my God, I was dying.
That was funny.
Like, this is great.
That was great. And speaking of coming out right after that, Jungle Boy and Christian Cage faced against their boys' Private Party. Now I got to ask you, Tiff, thoughts on the Private Party attire this week?
It's weird. It's funny because I was gonna bring that up, and you like brought it up for me. So it's so see, Kyle knows me very well. It's so weird. It was always gonna be weird for me because I love those boys like to death, and like
wrestling
in
the Armani.
You look snazzy. I love it. But can we go back to like how you guys look? I miss the old entrance, and
I just love how charismatic they are. Like they come out to their theme, like their shots theme, which is great. But they're so charismatic in their entrance, even though they're heels. Yeah. Like these guys are just so good. They're just so freaking good. And look at Bert in the chat saying heel Private Party are my favorite thing. And they put on a really good match. Like Jungle Boy and Christian had really good chemistry in this match. We obviously already know the chemistry between Private Party. Like they're one of the best teams on the AEW roster. And then Matt Hardy ends it off with a twist of fate to Christian at the end after the match on the stage. And they're bringing up the old feud between these two, and I'm loving it. So, and then Matt Hardy cut a really good promo on Christian. Christian and Matt Hardy are going to have that type of old school wrestling match eventually, and that's going to be good. I can see maybe either on a Dynamite coming up, or maybe I imagine July we're going to get an event Dynamite. We're either going to get Fight for the Fallen or Fyter Fest. So I imagine in the next couple of weeks, maybe the Saturday Night Dynamite in a couple of weeks, we're going to get the announcement of when Fight for the Fallen is going to be, maybe because they usually do it a week or two prior. Then that's when you know. But now there's crowds. Actually, July they already have touring dates for July, so maybe not. Unless one of those touring dates becomes Fyter Fest or becomes Fight for the Fallen, that would be sweet. Can you imagine you got tickets now, and then all of a sudden that Dynamite turns into Fight for the Fallen, and you're like, oh shit. But yeah, so your PTSD moment of the night happened. Sting and Darby Allin.
I fast forwarded.
I mean, Sting had a really good ovation. They chant that you still got it to him because he had a really good match at Double or Nothing. I didn't get your reaction to that. Like what was your reaction when Sting jumped off the casino chips? Because I was like, oh no, I was not expecting that. Like all the shit he did in that match, we got a lot more than what we were expecting.
Yeah. Didn't we say this that like in the beginning we were saying for a while that it wasn't gonna happen? That like he's not wrestling, he's not wrestling.
We thought he was just gonna get taken out.
We're like, oh shit, like, and then like the perfect way to have is with Ethan and Scorpio, which I'm freaking loving together. Yeah. So
Sting said that Double or Nothing was one of his favorite things in his entire wrestling career. So that was pretty cool to see. And then Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page cut a promo on the Jumbotron. They basically challenged Darby to a rematch, but pick someone else other than Sting. And Darby had to like contemplate that, but I bet he still picks Sting. Why do I have a feeling that's still gonna be Sting? Because
what happens if it can't be Sting, though?
If it's not, who does he pick?
I don't know. So guys, let us know in the chat. Like, who do you think? And if you guys are watching this later, leave us a comment below. Who do you think
like,
that the partner
is it gonna be someone from Dark Order? Is it gonna be like? So I'm trying to think of someone that's had a history with either of these two over the last couple of weeks, and nothing's really jumping to mind. In a way, I can't really think of who would replace him.
I mean, I would love like Archer. Like to get in there, everybody dies. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. It's kind of hard to say. Like, it would be good with like Moxley. Like,
Moxley's. He's had a history with Darby. Like Moxley makes sense, but I think now Moxley's.
It's probably gonna be freaking Cody.
No, because there's two announcements next week, and one's Cody, and the other one is Darby and Sting are gonna pick their person. I think I don't. It could be Moxley, but it's not going to be because I think now he's gone. I think Renee's almost due any day now, so I think that's why he's not on television this week. He's not on television next week.
Well, how messed up would it be if it was like Frankie Kazarian or something?
No, he's doing his thing with the Elite.
Yeah, no, I know, but it, just like bring it to like go against like Scorpio.
It's gonna be someone we're not
there's
thinking
a lot
of
things. Yeah.
I don't know. Anywho,
maybe it'll be like just like a handicap match. Maybe he'll just like be like, no,
that could be it. That could be right there. He's like, I'll take on you both.
That could be it, but like, I don't need anybody. I could take you both down by myself and blah, 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 whatever, I
could see that. Not another debut. I don't think it's going to be another debut.
No more debuts, man.
Unless he brings in Nick Cage, it's not going to be any debuts. So if he brought in Nick Cage, that would be like, the roof would explode off the damn place. So
you're calling him Nick Cage. It's Nick Gage.
Sorry, Nick Gage.
Gage.
Because I'm looking at the sheet and Christian Cage is right there. So.
Oh my God.
So Britt Baker had her celebration. The new belt looks fire, by the way. I love the new belt.
Oh my God,
the new belt looks great on Britt. I was gonna say Tiff, but Britt. I
have a new belt.
Yeah, but the big belt. I love how they made it bigger and they changed the gold on it. It looks a lot bigger.
I'm just gonna talk about how beautiful Britt looked with her eyes and her jacket, and I'm just loving the red. I just love it. April knows it. April did another recreation of Britt Baker today. And she did my makeup. If you guys saw that photo too of me.
La Champion.
Love the look. Yeah, I love that. I was like, yes. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, this is great.
Leo, I can't. I mean, Leo Rush maybe,
but like, how would that have to intertwine? I mean, I'd be all for it because, like, I love Leo Rush. Leo Rush is great, and I would love to see those matches up at him against Scorpio and him against Ethan Page. It would be like a phenomenal match. Oh God, no.
Stop it! If it was Fuego, I'm gonna lose my shit. As into a point where I'm not gonna like it. Why haven't we
seen the waiting room in a while? I wouldn't mind of that, but the whole shit with the cheeseburgers had me fucking rolling though.
I thought they were Big Mac. Are any Big Macs?
Like, she got a bunch of I don't know. They were just cheeseburgers with the 1,500 cheeseburgers, and she's like, "You guys, look under your seat."
Well, this is what I was going to say though. This right here though, this was smart because of all the cheer she's been getting. Me and Bill talked about this on the predictions and the review that Britt Baker, she the popularity of her has been gotten bigger and bigger, and people were cheering when she won that belt. And they had to be careful not to, turn her into a babyface because babyface Britt is no bueno.
Right.
So I said it on was the review or the prediction, like she needs to come out when she wins that belt on the very next Dynamite and say something or do something that puts the heat back on her. And the Big Mac thing did it when she lied to those people and said, "Look under your seats," and no, they're all right here.
That's how you get heat.
Because you guys don't deserve shit. It's only me, Reba, and Tony Schiavone.
That's right, Metal. He said that Leo is New Japan, which is right because I did see that apparently he was signed over to there, but he could still
Forbidden
pop
Door.
over at AEW. He could still pop.
The one thing though I don't like is they're doing Nyla in it. Are they turning Nyla babyface? Like what? I didn't like this. I know it's like people are really like, oh, because of this and this and this. And I'm like, I think they could have chose someone else. Plain simple. They could have chose someone else to have Britt's first feud, but it looks like it's going to be Nyla Rose, and it kind of looks like they're turning Nyla Rose babyface. I don't know how that's going to work though, because Britt's going to get cheered now from now on. She's become Kenny Omega of the women's division. She can be a heel, but she's going to get cheered no matter what. Because people have been waiting for this. You see the DMD thing. The DMD, that's over as shit now. It doesn't matter how much of a heel she is. It's just gonna go. Oh my god, we have one of those Twitch bots. Look at these things popping up in our Twitch chat. Want to become famous? Buy followers, primes, and for your viewers, click this link and you'll become famous. Guys, when you become famous, all we have to do is click that link that says cutt.ly. That seems like a legit link. All right. That seems legit.
I don't know about you, Kyle, but I'm already famous. I'm walking around.
Yeah, I got to click that. Where's my mouse? Fuck this podcast. I'm going to become famous.
Here's the mouse.
Jesus, jeez Louise. Anyway.
Wait, maybe they mean Mickey Mouse.
Oh, you want to become famous? You want to become a part of Disney? Oh, click this link. Oh. I'll get you your own movie. Oh. Anyways. So yeah, Nyla, I guess. I'm just not a fan. Just not a fan. Just not a fan of this.
Oh god, I can't. Yeah.
It's just out of left field, and I'm like, okay, Nyla, and she flipped the burger out of her hand, and she started popping the balloons with her nails and couldn't get them all, and then it just seemed, it was like an awkward ending to a really good segment, and I'm like, oh, why are they going? Not that I hate Nyla. Nyla's good. I love her, but like
some sort of stories here.
I'm just like, her is the first feud. They could have done so much more. They could have.
No, because I feel like there's so many other people that we can get. Like Red Velvet's moving up. Like,
someone.
But I mean, I get it. You know.
It's not gonna be someone that's gonna take the belt off her. Just give her a feud. Someone else a feud.
Yeah.
Nyla Rose has been doing nothing
that we haven't really seen.
Because Nyla Rose has been doing nothing. What if Abaddon came out?
Oh,
like, what if Abaddon came? I mean, I don't know. It scared the shit out of me. What if Abaddon came out from underneath the table and scared the shit out of Britt, and like ate the Big Mac or something? Like why Nyla Rose?
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll move on here.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on.
Speaking of Red Velvet, she had a match with Allie. I mean, this was a good match. So this was basically, both ladies are big stars in this division, or big parts of this division. Good showcase, and it was mostly a showcase for Red Velvet because they mentioned at the end she's been getting a lot of steam lately, and she's getting a lot of momentum. So, good for. I mean, Red Velvet's really come a long way from when she first debuted on Dark to now, and she's getting. Oh, she just looks so better and better every time I see her. So I'm like, man, she's gonna be a big star.
I was loving her from the beginning.
Yeah, because I love the whole like. From your mama's kitchen, the stir the pot thing, that caught me right away. I'm like, right there. I love her already. Right there. The stirring the pot and then being introduced from your mama's kitchen was the best thing ever. And then her wrestling ability just came afterwards. I'm like, oh, damn. Okay, she's actually like very good in the ring as well. So she's got the personality. She's got the look. She got the in-ring. Bam. You don't need to go out and sign anybody. You just keep Red Velvet and you sign her long-term. But anyways, Dark Order had a Dark Order segment was funny. They had a celebration with Johnny Hungy. He's like, I'm gonna eat all the cake.
Birthday,
yeah. Like, I imagine what kind of cake you were talking about there, Johnny.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Hey yo.
But he says because he's not clear and he has a TNT title shot. I'm like, oh, where did you get the TNT title shot from? And he's like, I'm gonna give it to you, Evil Uno.
Love it.
And that's next week, and that's where Miro cut his promo about his super hot wife. And next week we're gonna get Evil Uno and Miro for the TNT belt. Should be a good match. And they main evented with the bull rope match, which I was like, oh, interesting. I'm like, this is, I mean, good for Dustin. I mean, to main event, to still go at his age is fantastic. I think this is probably a good rub for him to main event the show. It was a good match, physical. I actually didn't think Dustin should have won in a way. I think they could have given the rub to Nick Camarado to end the show there.
make the crowd happy. I mean, at least like that's one thing that they do
Yeah.
is like leave the crowd.
I mean, yeah,
happy.
he's celebrating the
So,
crowd after, and people are like,
that's what I'm saying. Like again, like I went to Tournament Survival and I'm watching this crazy deathmatch wrestling, and then I'm watching this, and I'm like, okay,
yeah, that's fine, Conrad. You got a TNT title
like,
shot.
I gotta stop doing that. Like,
So John Silver got a TNT for his birthday. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah,
So is
that's
everyone
why,
getting a title shot for their birthday? Is that how it works?
So like my birthday's coming up. Do I get a title
Does
shot?
Tiff get a title shot? I mean, my birthday passed. Do I get it? Do I get my missed opportunity title shot? Does, every time I tweet out a happy elite birthday, do they get a title shot? Like, what's going on? What's going on? You don't just get a title shot because it's your birthday, but they had to do something. But
I don't know. I just couldn't get into this match. It's just not main event. I just maybe the first the first match of the second hour. I feel like it would have been good.
It was weird. I
don't know. Like I feel like the Young Bucks and what's it called, Pac and Penta would have been better as a main event.
Yeah.
I feel like this match should have been the first match of the second hour.
I think so.
I feel like it was just off place. It's just like it didn't excite me. I was like, okay, like I couldn't watch it. I was just like,
what we can watch, what we can listen to, Tiff, is because now we're officially sponsored by Manscaped.
Yes,
is what people come to this podcast to listen to
yes!
each and every single time, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, the Manscaped commercial. Here we go. Let's listen to the boys from the 5 Second Rule podcast and Dust the Road, baby. Here comes the Manscaped.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kyle. And we're here for Kyle.
Today's special product, Manscaped.
Are you looking like a Sasquatch around your crotch? Well, don't just take it from us. Take it from WWE Hall of Famer Dusty Rhodes.
Listen, Daddy, if the dream knows about anything, it is Manscaped. And I used to cruise down the boulevard with Sapphire with my balls looking like a Thanksgiving Day turkey, baby. They were so smooth and nice, and I did it by using the Lawnmower 3.0, Daddy. And the best thing about it, moisture resistant, waterproof, Daddy. I'm talking about my nuts used to look like a water slide, baby. Not anymore, because the hair is gone. It looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin's head. It is so nice, baby. Don't leave you downstairs looking dusty. Take it from the dream.
Nothing means nothing without Manscaped, brother, yeah.
And now, a song from the Jobbers.
Don't rub me the wrong way. I've been chafing all day. I need a Manscaped. When it hurts real bad and you can smell my ass, I need a Manscaped. Don't sweat it. I need a Manscaped. Don't sweat it. Oh, I need a Manscaped. I need a Manscaped. I need a Manscaped. Yeah. Don't sweat it.
Yeah, don't regret it.
Don't sweat it. Oh, I need a Manscaped. I need a Manscaped. I need a Manscaped. Yeah.
Need the Manscaped.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are sponsored, officially partnered with Manscaped right there. So you save 20% at checkout and get free delivery with code AEPSHAVE. That'll get you all that stuff, guys. They have a lot of cool products on Manscaped. I can vouch for that. They have sent me the products to try. They're amazing. I can tell you right now, you're getting quality with Manscaped. Check it out, guys. Manscaped. AEP. Where did you go, Tiff?
I'm here.
You left OBS. Why did you disappear? What just happened?
Here.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Your
never mind.
stupid program.
Anyways, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Manscaped code AEP Shave, save 20%, free shipping at checkout. All that jazz. Yes, I gotta get there. So we're gonna get a new read. So we're gonna have some sponsor spots starting next week.
New stuff
on the podcast. But yeah.
Really exciting.
Yes, we're back. So again, a new podcast coming to the network starting tomorrow. We just released a new Patreon episode, me and Tiff, with the free-for-all. We're going to be booking the Disney episode shortly. which is going to be a
Gotta
full-on
do our
Disney episode.
box.
Yeah.
The poll ended, so I forgot about the poll, so we gotta go look it up.
Okay. So the poll
So yeah, we have a poll out there
for the food.
I have a
Yes.
lot- yes, for our food episode, because we're gonna do our snacks from different countries and all that stuff. I have a lot of Under the Ropes episodes. A lot. I just told
lot.
Kyle earlier. I was like, yeah, next week's gonna be a very busy podcast week, so I apologize in advance for all the No Holds Barred network alerts next week.
It's a network. You're getting content. You should be happy.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of content, and yeah, so a lot of good things. I have H2O stuff that I'm gonna be doing media in the background for you guys, so it'll be fun.
But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the All Elite podcast. If you're watching live on YouTube,
Just so you know, the poll we're tied for Thailand and Hawaii.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to flip a coin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, if you guys are watching live on YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, Facebook, however you are, Facebook, unfortunately, not today because we ran into a little bit of issue with that. But for the next episode, we'll be back on Facebook. But wherever you guys are watching live, if you're watching back on YouTube, make sure you're hitting that like button. Or if you're watching YouTube right now, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching the episode. If you are one of our audio listeners, you guys are always my favorite. If you're listening on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, wherever you're listening, you can find us, guys. Just search up the No Holds Barred Network. You'll find this podcast and all the other wonderful podcasts we offer here on the No Holds Barred Network. Thank you for downloading the episode. If you're an Apple podcast listener, make sure you guys are giving us a nice 5-star rating and then leave us a comment. It helps us in the chartable side of things. And we'll be back here, I guess, next Monday since Dynamite's on a Friday again. So it looks like we'll be back here again. Monday's going to look to be our home for the month of June. For your All Elite podcast, I guess. Or
We're going to have to figure that one out.
if not, guys, make sure you're following the podcast at All Elite Pod on Twitter. You can follow myself at Real Kyle Masters on Twitter and Instagram. You can follow Tiffany on Twitter and Instagram at Loves to Dream 82. We will tweet out when we're going to be live and when we're going to be doing our next episode. So just keep an eye on social medias for that. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in live. Another great episode here in the All Elite Podcast. My name is Kyle Masters. As always, I'm your self-proclaimed greatest host and the Canadian God. And I'm always joined by my co-host. She's the EVP Giggles, the Heartbreak Chick, the Queen of the Indies, the lady that likes to herself. That's Tiffany, and we'll see you guys right back here for. Wait, now we.
Carl just
trying to.
I'm sorry. Trying to
the outro.
Matthew Justice on AEW Dark next week. Is it tomorrow? Oh my god.
Trying to do the.
Okay. All right, guys.
No, I don't know where I am. Button. It's going to end like that. Oh, God. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for this podcast. Hope you guys enjoy the night. And as always here on the podcast, we will let Kenny Omega send us off. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye. And good night. Goodbye.